What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Cthulhu. Yeah, we just escaped the asylum, I think. And now I'm gonna go talk to my friends. Officer Bradley, which I could have swore he was dead.
Pierce.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Freaking awesome. I just got attacked by some dude.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Cool. Mr. Bradley. Welcome back to you too, Tumblr.
Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Yeah.
Tell us. What happened?
He dead.
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My
He
patients
is.
believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods.
Oh yeah.
Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am
Potentially.
I hearing this right?
Someone did deface Brendan's statue.
Delinquents. Hoodlums.
Nope.
You got nothing more solid than that?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
Yeah.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
Got thrown around a
I'm
damn
not
cell.
sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
Alright, so threw him up against the cell wall, picked him up, broke both his legs, then snapped his neck.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here?
A little bit.
This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
I concur.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree.
His necklace
She
snapped.
deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Man, oh man. Yeah, I sort of kind of agree with
right.
her.
Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
Yes.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well.
This will
I'll
affect
go
your
to
destiny.
see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
Well, I'll try not to, dude.
I'll do my best.
Alright, let's talk to Cutie Pie over
Let
here.
us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
Oh, I thought maybe she'd tell me more.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Yeah. Go eat a donut, dude. Oh yeah, leave. Alright, so now we're gonna go over to the Sanders' residence. See if we can't find out what the hell is going on. Unfreaking believable. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decide to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and a friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the Shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
Hello, Miss Bitch. You don't want to
You
mess
know
with
each
me,
other.
lady.
We
Oh,
met
yeah.
briefly.
She kicked me in the nuts.
Time enough to iron out a few matters. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This
gonna
way,
shank
Mr.
her.
Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Oh, you don't even know the half of it, girl.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned.
Oh.
You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Oh, man. He died screaming right before my eyes.
What
Yeah.
happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes?
Oh,
Did you not do anything to help him?
The true culprit is Fuller. Yeah, I'm gonna
So
kind of
ask
go with
Fuller.
that.
He's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
Oh, I do.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Yeah,
Then
exactly,
you have
Tom.
paid
She did
no
it.
heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders.
Whoa.
I won't be long.
Holy hell.
Did she really care for him after all?
I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his internment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of the body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller. What the fudgicles?
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
And she looks so pissed off. That's Sarah Hawkins, and she's like super angry. Oh, here it comes. Now we get to see what happened the day it was brought into the hoofs.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close.
Uh-oh.
Friends, even?
Whoa.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Really?
A house of artists.
Yes. Or Prince. Oh, wait, here.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Looks like a horrible painting. Oops.
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Because it was her husband's obsession, and that wasn't her. Or she thought it was her. Come on, give me the option. There we go.
He didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Huh. You got Builder's Gate Enhanced Edition the other day for $20. What is Builder's Gate? I've never actually heard of that. Uh-oh.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
And that's where he ripped his eyes out. Because he had no eyes when he was in the psych ward. Okay, where's the little witch that is so-called Cat? I want to kick Cat right in the box. Where's this little turd?
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Sanders Session. An audio recording that Francis Sanders left for his wife, Irene. Oh. Damn it. Baldur's Gate. Which is what? I'm not sure what that is. Baldur's Gate. I've never actually heard of it before. Oh, get ready for a big box kicking, you little witch. Key to the Sanders Gallery. Would you read the book? Beyond Reality, Malleus Bestiarium, Volume 2. It's kind of an encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. You're so screwed, lady. You don't even know what's gonna happen to you.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
So she refused to give it to sell it, but then she gave it away for free. I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship is any meaning to you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the Shambler. Your friend, Sarah Hawkins. Oh, we got something here.
I could use one of those.
Aw, man. Yeah, because I gave mine away. The Whale and the Cod. Jack of all trades. Achievement is unlocked. A brief history of Darkwater Island. Brief history of Darkwater. It is focused on the past glory of the island. Alright, let's see what this little turd has to say.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective.
Shut up.
Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I've got to verify the paintings for a buyer. I'm not here to create problems for you. Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. Nah, I don't think I have enough eloquence yet.
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
You kicked me in the nuts. You didn't beat me up, lady.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
I guess. What are you doing? You look like a boy in those pants. Alright, so should we go into this room? I think we should. Oh man, we're beginning into the belly of the beast. The game has been saved. Dude, look at the painting she did. Whoa. Dude, these people are rich.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
The hell was that? All he did was, Whoa. That's so cool. Oh, dude, he's about to stab himself. Oh, no, he's offering something. Never mind.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Yeah, no kidding. Whoa. What the hell is that? That cherub is wrestling a goose? That's twisted, dude. Wow. Some real creepy stuff here, man. Yeah, Tumblr, I am gonna look that up. It's got a lot of really weird stuff, dude. There it is right there, too. Uh-oh. What the hell is that for? Wasn't that The Witcher? Looks like it, doesn't it?
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Okay, cool. I think I've heard that name before now that you say D&D. What the hell was that? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, gotta remember. The ink thing is over here. And there's a closet here. Beside this weird bearded lion squid thing. I have a feeling stuff's gonna hit the fan right here. Oh wait, we got red ink, black ink. Here it is. Uh-oh. We done did it now. Wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. It's gonna be right above us. But it can't see. It can only hear. Whoa.
What the hell was that?
I'm running. Screw this shit. Oh, dear God. And the more I'm in here, the more insane I go. Well, that's kind of messed up. Dude. Man. What kind of horse crap is that? You know what? I'm going to have to call it here. It's 10 after 6. I got to get running. I got to leave at 6:30. I'm going to see my niece and nephew. You know, this guy was really messed up, but at least we got a checkpoint now. I don't even know what we're supposed to do. Like, if we go back to that painting, like, obviously we have to dodge the dude, but there were 2 inks. And I don't know if we gotta, like, get an ink and then run to the painting and paint it, or... I'm not really sure. We can hide in a closet. That's pretty much all I know. So anyways, I am going to call it here. It's a little bit shorter than the previous episodes, but like I said, I got to get going. I got things to do. For people in chat, I'm going to be streaming on Saturday, so I may play this again on Saturday to see if we can actually beat this part. And then, I don't know, I'll figure out something else that I'm going to do. So thank you again, Tumblr. Thank you again for the 14 months, dude. You're a super kick-ass, badass person. I appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.